Have you met Raj, the student from India?
No, I haven't.
Well, he seems really nice, but there's one thing I noticed. He moves his head from side to side when you talk to him. You know, like this.
Maybe it means he doesn't understand you.
No, I don't think so.
Or it could mean he doesn't agree with you.
Actually, people from India sometimes move their heads from side to side when they agree with you.
Oh, so that's what it means.
Okay, now let's do the role play. Okay, I need volunteer to one act as Ron, another one is act as Emily, and we practice these conversations. Okay, any volunteer?
Me, teacher.
Okay, Lini, you act as Ron. Okay, another one. Any volunteer? Emily.
Me, teacher.
Okay, me, Liang Chan. Okay, Emily. Okay, can you start conversation, please?
Yes. Have you met Rice, student from India?
No, I haven't.
Well, he seemed really nice, but there one thing uh, I noticed he moved his head from side to side when you talk to him. You know, like this.
Maybe it means he doesn't do dance you
Understand?
un, understand you.
No, I don't think so.
Or it could mean he doesn't agree with you.
Exactly. Sorry. Actually,
Actually,
people from India sometimes move their head from side to side when they agree with you.
Oh, so that's all along.
Oh, so that's what it means?
yes, so that's what it means. Okay, very good. Okay, Liang Chan and Lini. Okay.
Yes, thank you, teacher.
Anybody have any question with this conversation? You have any difficult word for you that you don't understand? Okay, how you met Raj, right? So this one is present perfect that we learned from the previous unit. Okay, how you met Raj, right? Okay, I don't sing, right? Sim here, right? He sim. I want you to notice sim. Okay, notice, you know already, right? Notice. Okay, move his head from side to side, right? Maybe, okay, maybe. Agree with, right? Actually, okay, actually, right? Yes. So, right? That's what it meant, right? Okay, so sim ណាពាក្យថា sim ហ្នឹងហាក់បីដូចជា right? He seemed really nice បាទគាត់ហាក់បីដូចជាមើលទៅល្អមែនតើ okay nice right he moved right he moved his head from side to side បាទគាត់កវីក្បាលរបស់គាត់ពីមួយខាងទៅមួយខាង so you notice that people from India right so their head always moving from head to head so in Cambodian in our culture if you move head from side to side it so that you don't understand or you don't agree it okay but people from India is different from our culture okay if they move their head from side to side that means they agree or they understand it okay okay maybe okay maybe នេះគឺប្រហែល maybe right maybe and agree นี่คือ you'll สอบนะ agree right you'll สอบ and actually นี่ตามពិតទៅ right actually right តាមពិតទៅ and show ដូចនេះ show ដូចនេះ right so these are the word in conversation that I want you to notice okay and to remember it and to practice it okay using anything else before beside I highlight anybody have any question before we move on to B okay we practice B I want you to listen right B okay we finish A now we move to B anybody know question
Teacher,
yes
right.
ras ហ្នឹងជាឈ្មោះ នេះ ras បាទនេះឈ្មោះ ras គាត់តើអ្នកដែលជួប ras ទេបាទ ras នេះ Have you met ras the student from India បាទមានដែលជួប ras ទេគឺជានិស្សិតមកពីប្រទេសឥណ្ឌាអញ្ចឹងបាទ
Understand.
Okay you understood okay issue don't have any more question anybody else and now B okay Lini can you read B here
Okay. Now listen to write to his friend. What does he friend you about the way people in North Africa communicate?
Okay Lini communicate ហ្នឹងយើងចេះណា communicate នេះយើងរៀនតាំងពីពាក្យលើមកតានេះ communicate okay communicate នេះគឺប្រស្រ័យទំនាក់ទំនងហើយយើងបកប្រែថាប្រស្រ័យទំនាក់ទំនងប្រាស្រ័យទំនាក់ទំនងព្រោះយើងទំនាក់ទំនងប្រស្រ័យទំនាក់ទំនងគ្នាហ្នឹងបាទទំនាក់ទំនងគឺ no លើកជាការ៉េអូខេទៅលើកជាការ៉េអូខេប្រស្រ័យទំនាក់ទំនង communicate okay communication noun communication okay you need to listen to part B okay listen to Russ talk to his friend បាទអញ្ចឹងចូលស្ដាប់រ៉ាស់ដែលគាត់នឹងនិយាយទៅកាន់មិត្តភ័ក្តិរបស់គាត់ what does he find unusual right unusual about the way people in North America communicate តើគាត់រកឃើញអ្វីខ្លះដែលគាត់គិតថាមិនធម្មតាលក្ខណៈដែលមនុស្សរស់នៅប្រទេសអាមេរិកខាងជើងហ្នឹងធ្វើការប្រស្រ័យទំនាក់ទំនងគ្នាបាទអញ្ចឹងយើងស្ដាប់ថាតើការសន្ទនារបស់អរ៉ាស់ទៅកាន់មិត្តភ័ក្តិរបស់គាត់ហ្នឹងតើគាត់បានរកឃើញអីខ្លះថានៅក្នុងប្រជាជនដែលរស់នៅក្នុងអាមេរិកខាងជើងហ្នឹង North America ហ្នឹងគាត់ធ្វើការប្រស្រ័យទំនាក់ទំនងមើលទៅវាធ្វើឲ្យយើងចាប់អារម្មណ៍មានន័យថាវាខុសប្លែកពីយើង right unusual បាទមិនធម្មតាណាគឺ unusual okay okay now I want you to listen and you take note right
Page 93, Exercise 3, Part B. Now listen to Raj talk to his friend. What does he find unusual about the way people in North America communicate?
So how are things at school, Raj?
Oh, pretty good actually.
Do you find it easy to communicate with people?
Most of the time. Though there are some things I find a bit unusual. For example, the way that people end a conversation. You know, they'll say things like, hey, let's get together soon. At first, I thought that they were inviting me to do something. But then I realized it's just a way of saying goodbye. It's not really an invitation at all. It takes a bit of getting used to. Something. The way that people end up
Things at school, Raj.
Exercise 3, Part B. Now listen to Raj talk to his friend. What does he find unusual about the way people in North America communicate?
So how are things at school, Raj?
Oh, pretty good actually.
Do you find it easy to communicate with people?
Most of the time. Though there are some things I find a bit unusual. For example, the way that people end a conversation. They'll say things like, hey, let's get together soon. At first, I thought that they were inviting me to do something. But then I realized it's just a way of saying goodbye. It's not really an invitation at all. It takes a bit of getting used to.
Okay.
Get usual. For example, the way that people end a conversation.
America, communicate.
So how are things at school, Raj?
Oh, pretty good actually.
Do you find it easy to communicate with people?
Most of the time. Though there are some things I find a bit unusual. For example, the way that people end a conversation. They'll say things like, hey, let's get together soon. At first, I thought that they were inviting me to do something. But then I realized it's just a way of saying goodbye. It's not really an invitation at all. It takes a bit of getting used to.
Okay, now after you listen to the conversation, right? So anybody find unusual about the way people in North America communicated? Anybody? Okay, what do you find out in conversation that unusual for people into communication? Who? Vishal, right? Who? Yes.
And Raj, he defined something like, let's get together soon.
Yes. Yeah, let's
Let's
get
get
together
together.
soon. And what he feels surprised.
He think, yes, he think they gonna invite him to meet, uh, to do something, but he realized it's just a goodbye.
Oh, yeah, sure, right? So, very good, right? So, when people enter into conversation, right, they start saying, let's get together soon. We as people that live in the country that we share the same culture, right? So that means it signifies that we are inviting someone to join you to participate in some activity, right? But it opposite, right? So it opposite meaning that he used to. So he feel opposite. So that means not inviting, but uh, it is the way that people say goodbye together. Okay, so that is unusual, right? So this is a culture shock, right? So you learn about culture. We have the culture shock. Uh, this is a good word, right? Culture វប្បធម៌ right? Culture shock, right? ភាពស្រឡាំងកាំងលើវប្បធម៌ right? Culture shock, right? So it different from your culture, right? So when we go to visit different country, we will experience people express different way of their culture. So like this example, right? In North America, right? People say something that we don't expect. So it shocks us. So it culture shock, right? So that is very good. Okay, now we move to grammar focus, right? In this grammar, we will learn about modal verb and adverb, right? About modal verb and adverb. Okay, so this one is modal verb, might or may. Okay, គេហៅថាកិរិយាសព្ទពិសេសណា modal verb កិរិយាសព្ទពិសេស could, right, and must. right? So this one is some example of modal verb, right? Okay, now I want you to listen to the audio for the grammar focus.
Page 93, Exercise 4. Grammar focus. Modals and adverbs. Modals.
It might mean he doesn't understand you. It may mean he doesn't understand you.
It could mean he doesn't agree with you.
That must mean he agrees with you.
Adverbs.
Maybe it means he doesn't understand you. Perhaps it means he doesn't understand you.
It possibly means he doesn't agree with you. It probably means he doesn't agree with you.
That definitely means he agrees with you.
Page 90.
Okay, so in this grammar focus, it will teach you about the modal verb and adverb that we use in the sentence. Okay, for example here, right? So we divide it into two. Okay, one is a modal verb, right? And this one is adverb. Okay, so we have three modal verb that we learn in this grammar. Okay, my or may, so they the same, right? So you can use one another, my or may. Okay, perhaps, chi, right? Okay, okay. My និង may នេះយើងបកប្រែថាអាចបាទអាច it might or may បាទ means he doesn't understand you បាទវាអាចមានន័យថាគាត់មិនយល់អ្នក right right ឬក៏យើងប្រើ could អាចដូចគ្នាបាទអាចដូចគ្នា could right could it could mean right he doesn't agree with you right agree with you វាអាចមានន័យថាគាត់មិនយល់ស្របជាមួយអ្នក right that must okay must កន្លែងនេះគឺត្រូវតែបាទ must ត្រូវតែ okay that must mean he agree with you បាទមានន័យថាត្រូវតែគាត់យល់ស្របជាមួយអ្នក okay so these are the modal verb about my or may okay could or must បាទ okay now we check the adverb បាទ adverb ដែលយើងអាចប្រើនៅក្នុងរបបដូចគ្នាបាទយើងអាចប្រើ maybe បាទ maybe ឬក៏ perhaps ប្រហែលដូចគ្នាណាយើងប្រើមួយណាក៏បាន maybe or perhaps បាទប្រហែល right ប្រហែល it mean he doesn't understand you បាទប្រហែលបាទប្រហែលជាមានន័យថាគាត់មិនយល់អ្នក right possibly or probably បាទ possibly and probably លទ្ធភាពដែលអាចទៅរួចបាទលទ្ធភាពដែលអាចទៅរួចលទ្ធភាពដែលអាចទៅរួចនេះវាមានកម្រិតខ្លាំងជាង maybe ឬក៏ប្រហែលនេះអាចខ្ទង់ហើយជាមិនច្បាស់លាស់ទេបាទប៉ុន្តែ possibly និង probably វាច្បាស់ជាងបើយើងប្រើ possibly និង probably វាមានទម្ងន់ខ្លាំងជាង maybe and perhaps ណាបាទអញ្ចឹងទម្ងន់វាយើងស្មានដូចគ្នាទេប៉ុន្តែគ្រាន់តែវាខិតខុសកម្រិតគ្នាឧទាហរណ៍ថានេះយើង 50% បាទយើងប្រើពាក្យ maybe perhaps 50% ប៉ុន្តែនៅពេលដែលយើងប្រើ possibly and probably វាអាចចូលដល់ 70% អញ្ចឹងទៅបាទអញ្ចឹងវាលើសជាងបាទវាលើសជាង okay but it possibly and probably mean he doesn't agree with you right definitely នេះគឺ 100% តែម្ដងប្រកបជាក់ច្បាស់តែម្ដង right definitely អញ្ចឹងនៅពេលដែលយើងប្រើ adverb definitely មានន័យថាយើងច្បាស់ 100% right that definitely means he agree with you អញ្ចឹងវាដូចគ្នាដែរបាទ definitely នេះគឺយើងមានន័យថា must នេះត្រូវតែបានន័យថា 100% ហើយបាទច្បាស់ 100% បាទគាត់មានទំនុកចិត្ត 100% បាទ could បាទអាចថាមានទំនុកចិត្ត 60% បាទឬក៏ 70% បាទយើងប្រើ could បាទអាចតែយើងប្រើមេអាចត្រឹម 50% បាទ 50% ឬក៏ 60% បាទខ្ទង់ហ្នឹងបាទចាពាក្យអង់គ្លេសរបស់គេអាចមេម៉ាយនេះប៉ុន្តែគេខុសកម្រិតគ្នាណាយើងបកប្រែថាអាចប៉ុន្តែអត់មានបញ្ជាក់លក្ខណៈកម្រិតទេបាទអក្សរខ្មែររបស់យើងបកថាអាចប៉ុន្តែស្រុកគេមានពាក្យអាចហ្នឹងគេមានកម្រិតរបស់គេណាយើងប្រើម៉ាយមេហ្នឹងវាមានកម្រិតទាបជាងយើងប្រើខុតខុតយើងមានកម្រិតខ្ពស់ជាងបាទកម្រិតខ្ពស់ជាងOkay, anybody have any question for the modal and adverb here? Okay, so if you don't have any question, right? Him Hui, can you read pair verb? ការងារជាក្រុម
Yes, teacher. What do this
Gesture.
gesture?
Yeah.
Gesture take turn making statement about it. Start using the meaning in the box.
Right យើងអានពាក្យនេះណាយើងអានពាក្យ gesture right ពាក្យនេះថ្មីសម្រាប់យើងគួររៀនអានវាឲ្យស្ទាត់មាត់បាទ gesture right gesture បាទ gesture នេះគឺយើងបកថាកាយវិការយើងកាយវិការហើយយើងមានកាយវិការកាយវិការ right gesture right so you have different gesture to communicate your meaning right so people show different gesture your body language right you use your head you use your hand right you use your facial expression right you use your ear right you use your hair right any part of your body can use for communication right so you use in different way okay right so possible meaning បាទខ្លឹមសារដែលអាចទៅរួច right I don't know be quiet and finish that sound crazy I don't hear you and come here right so we have 6 picture right okay picture number 1 right picture number 1 right a man he point his finger to almost to the point close to the eye okay at the eye corner here right okay can you guess the meaning right picture number 1 right what do you think the first section mean right it probably mean it might mean ចឹងយើងប្រើនេះណាយើងប្រើ clear នេះនៅក្នុងទម្រង់របស់គេណា it probably mean it might mean right ប៉ុន្តែយើងសួរសំណួរ what do you think the first picture mean right okay let me be asking you right start from Chanta right Chanta can you hear me no Sophia Dun Sophia can you hear me Chi Kong
Yes, teacher.
yeah for picture number 1 right what do you think the picture number 1 mean
That sounds crazy.
so you use the statement right expression here you can use it probably mean or it might mean right you can use one of them
It might mean that sounds crazy.
that sound crazy
Yes.
Okay, so using picture number 1, right? It might mean that sound crazy. Okay, so this one. So this one is number 1. Okay, very good. I think so, right? I think this picture means that sound crazy, right? So if people express this kind of gesture, it shows that it's crazy. Okay? It sounds crazy. Okay, number 2, right? Him Hui, what do you think the second picture mean?
Yes, teacher. The second picture my means come here, teacher.
Very good, right? Second picture, it might mean, or it probably mean, right? Or it possibly mean, right? Or it definitely mean យើងប្រើមួយណាក៏បានដែរលើនេះ maybe perhaps possibly or probably or definitely, right? It definitely means come here, right? So picture number 2 here is come here. Right, picture number 3, Liang Chan. Yeah, what do you think the third gesture mean? The picture number 3 here.
Number 3 cho nhung ong lê teacher
Bác
nhung che ong lê teacher
អត់ចេះហ្នឹងហើយបានឲ្យរៀនអង់គ្លេសបើចេះមានឲ្យរៀនអង់គ្លេស
chẳng đang tắm mưaយ៉ាងវិញគ្រូ
នេះរូបភាពនេះវាត្រូវជាមួយអត្ថន័យមួយណារូបភាពទី1នេះបង្ហាញថា that sound crazy, right បាទ picture number 2 រូបភាពនេះបង្ហាញថា come here មកទីនេះ right អញ្ចឹងយើងជ្រើសរើសរូបភាពទី3នេះយើងគិតថារូបភាពទី3នេះគេធ្វើសញ្ញាបែបនេះតើយើងគិតថាមួយណា I don't know, be quiet and finish ឬក៏ I can't hear you ហ្នឹងនៅសល់4 meaning ទៀត
be quiet
yeah be quiet ចេះតាអូខេអញ្ចឹងឡើងនេះបង្ហាញថា be quiet, right? So
be quiet
yeah it mean quiet, right? Yes ចេះតាមិនថាអត់ចេះ Okay, it probably mean, right? It probably mean be quiet. Okay. Picture number 4, right? Liam Moon.
Yes, sir.
What do you think the picture number 4 mean?
Number 4, sir.
Yes, here. This is number 4.
It might mean I cannot hear you.
Very good, right? It might mean or it probably mean I can't hear you, right? So this one is number 4, okay. Okay, picture number 6, number 5, right? Long hair. Li Hoang. Panet. Panet. Suchitra.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, picture number 5. What do you think the picture number 5 mean?
I'm finished.
Very good, right? It definitely, or it possibly, it probably, right? Maybe, perhaps, right? So learn how to use the adverb, all right? So, and finish, right? It might mean and finish, okay? Okay, the last picture, right? I don't know, okay? So easy, right? So this kind of gesture that mean I don't know, I have no idea about it, right? Okay. Okay, so we move to another one, okay? So this one is speaking, okay? What does it mean, right? A, right? pair work បាទការងារជាដៃគូបាទនេះបើយើងជួបគ្នានៅក្នុងថ្នាក់ស្រួលបាទ pair work right អញ្ចឹងគ្រាន់តែខ្ញុំឲ្យអ្នកនរគ្នាដឹង right តើនៅក្នុងspeaking ហ្នឹងគេចង់និយាយពីអីគេណាអូខេSavannah Sok Hieng Lini
Yeah, teacher.
Can you read all of this?
Okay. Pair work. Imagine you are in the
Foreign country.
foreign country, and you don't speak the language. Sing out gesture to communicate this meaning. Go away. I don't understand. Have it delicious. Please repeat. How my does because I'm lost. Someone stole my wallet. I'm hungry. Where's the bedroom?
Bathroom, not bedroom.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, imagine, right? Net only imagine. Imagine ចូលធ្វើការស្រមើស្រមៃបាទ Imagine ចូលធ្វើការស្រមើស្រមៃ You are in foreign country បាទចូលស្រមើស្រមៃថាអ្នកស្ថិតនៅបរទេសបាទន័យថាប្រទេសខាងក្រៅ right បាទ foreign country ណា foreign country ហ្នឹងគឺបរទេសណាគឺប្រទេសខាងក្រៅគេហៅថាបរទេសបាទបរទេស you are in a foreign country បាទអញ្ចឹងគេឲ្យយើងសម័យសម័យថាយើងស្ថិតនៅបរទេស you don't speak the language ហើយយើងមិនចេះនិយាយភាសារបស់ប្រទេសហ្នឹងទេ right sing our gesture បាទចូលគិតអំពីកាយវិការ to communicate the meaning ដើម្បីធ្វើការប្រស្រ័យទំនាក់ទំនងទៅលើអត្ថន័យទាំងនេះបាទអញ្ចឹងអត្ថន័យទី1 right go away បាទ go away យើងអត់ចេះពាក្យគេផងតែយើងប្រើកាយវិការមិន right go away អូខេ help នៅពេលដែលយើងចង់ឲ្យគេជួយតែយើងប្រើកាយវិការមិន right help please repeat បាទសូមថាឡើងវិញ right repeat នឹងធ្វើឡើងវិញ right តែយើងធ្វើកាយវិការយ៉ាងម៉េចអូខេ please repeat I'm lost បាទខ្ញុំវង្វេងហើយបាទដើរវង្វេងតើយើងធ្វើកាយវិការយ៉ាងម៉េច right I'm hungry right so what is your gesture for communicate hungry right and what is your gesture to communicate I don't understand so what is your gesture to communicate it delicious បាទឆ្ងាញ់what is your gesture to communicate the question how much does this cost បាទ cost តើវាអស់ថ្លៃប៉ុន្មានណាតែអាមួយហ្នឹងវាត្រូវអស់ថ្លៃប៉ុន្មាន right so what is your gesture to communicate this kind of question right what do you communicate right so what do you use your gesture to express that someone stole your wallet right បាទលួចកាបូបរបស់អ្នក right so if someone stole your wallet what do you express or what do you show your gesture okay so if you want to ask for the bathroom right the toilet right WC okay WC okay water closet or WC right so what is your gesture right to communicate okay so these are the class activity right so we don't do it now so you can practice with your classmate or with your friend okay to do this right at any time right so for example like here right So I don't do it with you. Okay, so you can practice with your friend. Okay. And pronunciation. Okay, so we skip the pronunciation. Okay, it's not important about this intonation. Okay, chứ lại pronunciation này vì ở sầm khán đấy còn là cái ao dương an sầm lấy na đây khi dương an sầm lấy kháng muôn kế ao sầm lấy na đây dương an sầm lấy xào đôi chỉ bị definitely right dương đầm lại sầm lấy nơi lơ bị d right definitely và chứ mình lý dương thôi chợt right cái này dương sầm đầm lại sầm lấy và dương right intonation và dương cứ buộc lại lút dương dương lại ní tích và absolute và absolute là ní kháng maybe right maybe dương oi kháng mình tạch bạn dương mấy hỏi dương từ lại bì này maybe mà dương maybe mà tích okay so this one is pronunciation okay so you can practice by yourself okay now look at this one okay this one is very good we learn about sign và พระสัญญานะ by sign và สัญญา okay we learn about sign okay สัญญา right so when you travel or you walked along the road or you try across the road right you will see the public sign บาสัญญาสาธารณะ you will see the public sign okay posted along the road or at some certain area or location right so they place different kind of sign right at their location okay so we have the sign here okay sign number 1 sign number 2 sign number 3 4 5 6 7 8 okay and then we have the meaning here right so meaning A B C okay so you look at the sign right and then you look at the meaning right and then you do matching okay for example right number 1 so sign number 1 right so which sentence okay which statement that go to picture number 1 okay I need volunteer to read this okay read all of this before I play the audio for you to listen any volunteer to read
Big one, teacher.
okay Lini right
teacher.
yes
Okay. What do you think this international thing mean? Listen
sign
and write.
dương mình ai an sinh mà này là những cái sign những sự sinh
Sign.
yes
Sign mean listen and write a sign with the correct meaning.
very good right okay can you read all here A until H
Okay. A. You can come here. B. You come here.
yes
B. You aren't allowed to take photo here. C. You have to fasten your seatbelt. D. You can recall this recycle this item. E. You have to wear You have to wear a hat.
head
A hat to enter this area. As you can drink the water here. It's not safe. G. You have to keep your dog on the list here. A. You have got to take out your
your shoe
shoe here.
okay So I will play the listening for you, okay? And you listen, you listen the listening, and you after you listening the audio conversation, I want you to match, okay? To match from number 1 to number 8 with the below meaning, okay? Okay, number 1, right? You can camp. Camp នេះគឺតកតងជាមួយ camping, right? You can camp here, right? អ្នកអាចបោះជំរំនៅទីនេះបាន okay? បោះតង់បោះជំរំនេះគឺនៅទីនេះ right? You aren't allowed to take photo here បាទអ្នកមិនអនុញ្ញាតបាទ aren't allowed មិនត្រូវបានអនុញ្ញាតដើម្បីថតរូបនៅទីនេះ You have to fasten your seat belt, right? អ្នកត្រូវតែដាក់ខ្សែក្រវ៉ាត់ការពារ right? Fasten your seat belt. You can recycle this item បាទអ្នកអាចច្នៃផលិតផលនេះឡើងវិញបានបាទន័យថាធ្វើម្ដងទៀត right? យើងអាចច្នៃផលិតផលនេះឡើងវិញបានបាទមានន័យថាផលិតផលដែលយើងប្រើហើយយើងមិនមែនបោះចោលទេប៉ុន្តែយើងអាចយកវាទៅបោះចោលនៅក្នុងធុងសម្រាមកន្លែងណាដែលគេហៅថាសម្រាមកែច្នៃឬគេហៅកន្លែងកែច្នៃណា recycle នេះគឺយើងធ្វើឡើងវិញមានកែច្នៃប្រើប្រាស់ឡើងវិញ recycle but you have to wear hard hat បាទអ្នកឯងត្រូវតែពាក់មុខរឹង right ដើម្បីចូលនៅក្នុងតំបន់នេះ interdisciplinary ណាចូលក្នុងតំបន់នេះ You can't drink the water here បាទយើងមិនអាចផឹកទឹកនៅទីនេះបានទេ It's not safe បាទវាមិនមានសុវត្ថិភាពទេ You have to keep your dog on a leash here បាទអ្នកឯងអាចរក្សាឆ្កែរបស់អ្នកនៅជាប់ជាមួយនឹងខ្សែនេះបានណាបាទនេះគេហៅ leash right leash នេះគឺខ្សែបំពាក់ឆ្កែហ្នឹង leash okay You got to take out your shoe here បាទអ្នកឯងត្រូវតែដោះស្បែកជើងរបស់អ្នកឯងនៅទីនេះបាទ take out okay now I want you to listen to the listening and then you do the matching the sign with the correct meaning
94, exercise 6, pronunciation. Pitch. Do you uncertain?
Absolutely.
Uncertain.
Maybe.
Page 95, exercise 8, perspectives. Signs. Part A. What do you think these international signs mean? Listen and match each sign with the correct meaning. A.
You can camp here.
B.
You aren't allowed to take photos here.
C.
You have to fasten your seatbelts.
D.
You can recycle this item.
E.
You have to wear a hard hat to enter this area.
F.
You can't drink the water here. It's not safe.
G.
You have to keep your dog on a leash here.
H.
You've got to take off your shoes here.
Page 95, exercise,
Dog on a leash.
F.
Okay, now we match, okay, we match each sign with the correct meaning, okay. Okay, picture sign number 1, សញ្ញាទី1 right. Sign number 1, okay, we have the arrow sign here. 1, 2, it like a cycle, okay. So if you look at these signs, it show the cycle, right? The arrows cycles. Okay, so which meaning is go to sign number 1?
Example number 1 says that B.
D?
Yeah.
Right, so you can recycle this item, right? So D, okay, it's correct, right? You can recycle. So this one talk about the recycled product, okay? So recycled waste, right? សម្រាមដែលអាចកែច្នៃបានឡើងវិញ so recycle, okay? So sign number 1 recycle, okay? Sign number 2, can you guess?
For
It's
number 2 I say it.
Using what letter?
Letter A.
Okay, you can came here, right? យើងអាចបោះជំរុំនៅទីនេះ right? A, okay, A. Okay, number 3, right? It talk about dog.
For number 3 letter G.
G, right? You have to keep your dog on the leash here, right? Talk about dog, okay, G. Okay, this picture about cape, right? Head, right? So
For
E,
this
right?
is letter
E, right? So you have to wear the hard hat បាទមួករឹងណាដើម្បីចូលនៅក្នុងតំបន់ទីនេះ right? To enter the rear, right? Shoe, okay? So shoe related to this one, take out your shoe, right? So H, right? And this one, and C, right? You have to fasten your seat belt, okay? So when you enter into the car, you need to fasten បាទ រុំខ្សែក្បាត់ណានេះពាក្យយើងសាមញ្ញយើងថាពាក់ខ្សែក្បាត់ right? Okay, C, you fasten your belt, seat belt, right? Yes. And number 7, right? Top, we have the camera, right? So you are not allowed to take the photo. So B, right? And the last one is F, right? You can't drink the water, right? It's water. So this sign that means you are not allowed to drink the water here. Okay, F, right? So these are the international sign, right? So if you go to the foreign country, you will notice the international sign like posted at along the road or some certain area or location, right? And you need to learn what does the sign mean, okay? For example, like traffic sign, okay? ផ្លាកសញ្ញាចរាចរណ៍, right? So if you want to learn how to drive the car, you need to go to the driving school. So the driving school will explain you, okay, will teach you about the different kind of the traffic sign, okay? So we have a lot of different kind of traffic sign in Cambodian. As a driver, you need to know those kind, okay, those signs, because it's very important for you to take the precaution, to take care, right? To be careful when you drive along the road, okay? So yes, you need to learn as well, okay? Okay, anybody have any question about these sign, okay? This section, right? Okay, if you don't have any question, right, we move to another grammar focus, right? Permission, right? Obligation and prohibition, right? បាទអញ្ចឹងយើងរៀនវេយ្យាករណ៍មួយបន្ថែមទៀតបាទវេយ្យាករណ៍លើកមុនគឺយើងគ្រាន់តែយើងរៀនអំពី modal verb និង adverb បាទដែលយើងប្រើគឺកិរិយាសព្ទពិសេសជាមួយនឹងគុណកិរិយាបាទគុណកិរិយាអញ្ចឹងយើងបានរៀន modal verb, right? យើងចេះ modal verb 3នេះបាទ may, might, could and must. And adverb យើងចេះ maybe, perhaps, possibly, probably and definitely. បាទរៀនប្រើ adverb ទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងដើម្បីនិយាយនៅក្នុងល្បះបាទឥឡូវយើង move ទៅដល់មួយទៀតគឺយើងរៀនអំពី រៀនអំពីកិរិយាសព្ទដែលស្ថិតនៅក្នុង category ខុសគ្នាណាបាទយើងឃើញនៅពេលដែលយើងប្រើ category តាក់ទងជាមួយនឹង permission បាទ permission នេះគឺតាក់ទងជាមួយនឹងការអនុញ្ញាតបាទការអនុញ្ញាតណាបាទការអនុញ្ញាតបាទអញ្ចឹងការអនុញ្ញាតយើងប្រើពាក្យ permission right បាទការអនុញ្ញាតអញ្ចឹងការអនុញ្ញាតយើងអាចប្រើពី right can និង you are allowed to បាទអ្នកត្រូវបានអនុញ្ញាតឬក៏អ្នកអាចបាទអញ្ចឹងវាស្ថិតនៅក្នុង permission បាទ obligation បាទកាតព្វកិច្ចបាទកន្លែងនេះយើងប្រើកាតព្វកិច្ច obligation បាទកិច្ចដែលយើងត្រូវធ្វើណាបាទកាតព្វកិច្ចនេះជាកិច្ចដែលយើងត្រូវធ្វើមិនមែនជាការអនុញ្ញាតទេប៉ុន្តែជាកាតព្វកិច្ចដែលមានចែងនៅក្នុងច្បាប់ឬក៏នៅក្នុងវិធានណាមួយបាទកាតព្វកិច្ចមានន័យថាកិច្ចដែលយើងត្រូវធ្វើបាទមិនបាច់ចាំសុំការអនុញ្ញាតទេព្រោះអានឹងវាមានចែងនៅក្នុងច្បាប់ឬក៏មានចែងនៅក្នុងបទបញ្ជាណាមួយបានជាយើងត្រូវមានកាតព្វកិច្ច obligation បើ permission វាគ្រាន់តែជាការអនុញ្ញាតបើយើងអត់មានការអនុញ្ញាតពីនរណាម្នាក់ក៏យើងអាចចូលទៅកន្លែងហ្នឹងបានដែរអញ្ចឹងវាអាស្រ័យទៅលើការអនុញ្ញាតរបស់គេបាទអាស្រ័យទៅលើ permission របស់គេបាទ prohibition right បាទ prohibition បាទការហាមឃាត់បាទការហាមឃាត់អញ្ចឹងយើងមាន3 category ណាការហាមឃាត់បាទអញ្ចឹងយើងមាន3 category អូខេCategory number 1 is permission. You can use can and allow to, right? Obligation, you use have to, but ត្រូវតែ and have or has got to, right? បាទត្រូវតែដូចគ្នាណាបាទអញ្ចឹងយើងប្រើមួយណាក៏បានដែរ You have to or you have to or you have got to បាទយើងគាត់ time got នៅកណ្ដាល right បាទ got to prohibition right យើងប្រើ can បាទមិនអាច or aren't allowed to បាទមិនអនុញ្ញាតឲ្យធ្វើអីមួយ right yes មិនអាចឬមិនត្រូវបានអនុញ្ញាត okay so these are the phrases or the word okay we use in different kind of category permission obligation and prohibition right So if your statement related to permission, you use the word, right? So if your statement related to obligation, you use have to or have got to, right? And if the statement related to can or isn't allowed to, right? Prohibition, you use this one, okay? Okay, now we have some exercise here, right? For you, right? And then we have some statement and some picture, right? So now we take a break, okay? 10 minutes and we come back at 10:30 ណា10កន្លះយើងចូលវិញហើយយើងបន្តទៅលើ exercise របស់យើងទៀតណាអញ្ចឹងអ្នកនរនេះអាចមើលបដាទៅបានមើលបដាមុនយើងចាប់ផ្ដើមតនៅម៉ោង10កន្លះយើង take a break 10នាទីទៀត